Hi
Hi,
guys.
guys.
Today it's tea
Oh, this tea is hot.
time. We have a good show planned for you. And that's like, who says that our show is so good? But we got a lot of info going on. So today we're going to talk about Wendy Williams. And oh gosh, she's in crisis.
What?
I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we're going to talk about Salt Lake City. We're going to talk about Vanderpump Rules, and Andrew's going to give you the tea on that. We're going to talk about
Yes.
OC. We're going to talk about Bethany, and then we're going to talk about Vicky Gumbelson. Oh my God. Must we talk about her? We got to do it. We got to do it.
Okay. What do you want? I think we should start with Vanderpump Rules. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Just to get it out of the way because, okay, so we all know Vanderpump Rules. I mean, what's the point anymore? It's a restaurant and there's 3 tables outside Pump and you can't, Stassi's not even on a show anymore, but you can't be like, Stassi, you've sat someone in my section and there's only 3 tables. Like, oh my God. Ugh.
All right.
Even. There's nothing to do with that show anymore.
Pregnant.
Yeah, so it's either, so the 3 spinoff shows we could have thought it was, so there were 3, so the fans were thinking a Tom Tom spinoff or a Vanderpump Rules, because they're all pregnant. I mean, they've all gone preggo here. I mean, it's like a monthly announcement. Just no one cares.
Sheena being the latest. Did you see that?
Oh,
She's
yes,
pregnant.
yes, I did. No one cares at this point. We're all like, oh, well, at least she's happy. So, not for long after what the baby does to her downstairs area, but she's young. She's pretty. She's getting a child. Good for her. So we go through the Vanderpump. Now this is info I got from someone in the network, not Bravo, but above Bravo. And guess what? It's going to be, Sharrell.
Lay it on me.
Think about Puppygate. It's going to be a Vanderpump Dogs Rules. It's going to be a Vanderdog Rules spinoff.
What? What are you saying?
Dogs. They're doing freaking dogs. I don't, excuse my language, everybody. Freaking dogs.
Wait a minute. Isn't there already a Vanderpump Rules on Peacock? Vanderpump Dogs on Peacock?
I think so. No, I don't think there is one on Peacock. I think there's like a, who knows and who cares, honestly.
Does this sound like a good idea to you, Andrew?
No. Vanderpump Dogs. Vanderpump Dogs. I'm saying it over and over again because we're trying to realize it in our head. Who thought of this? Who thought in their right idea?
They need to be fired.
Who said Puppygate? Puppygate was so great for Beverly Hills. Let's do an entire series on it. We're going to have like some... Was it really based on the tagline that like female dogs are also called another word? Is that what they're basing the show off of because of a singular like common misconception?
I don't mean to be mean, but somebody needs to be fired for just thinking of that stupid idea. Like, who did that?
Dogs. Who on earth? Why dogs?
I know.
Who is so stupid to think dogs are going to get ratings? The only reason the Westminster Dog Show gets any views from Middle America is it's because it's on right after the Thanksgiving Day parade. Who would electively watch the Westminster Dog Show unless you're from Westminster?
But what are they going to talk about? My dog's coat is shinier than your dog's? Like, what dogs?
It's going to be like, Joss, I told you to like wash the dog down, but like you didn't. And now we gave it to like this. And now we gave it to a spoiled brat. And like now they're complaining that it has like matted fur. Oh my God.
This is bad. Like, what? This is bad. Can we stop this? We need to do something about this. Dogs? Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. And we're stuck with it. Maybe the people that work there are really, this is bad. I'm trying to get
right. You can't spin this in a positive light. You can't, there's no way for us to say, this is going to be so good. Yeah, we're all going to watch this. No.
Oh, what? Oh God. Listen, I feel like Lisa Vanderpump is doing any and everything. You're so funny. Lisa Vanderpump doing any and everything not to return to the Beverly Hills Housewives, and which would be the next logical thing for me. What do you think? Is she going to go back on that show? She doesn't want to do it. I mean, maybe they need to fire Renna, and then we can get back LVP. But
I don't see it happening anytime soon.
And then she's taking a risk by letting Kathy Hilton come on. You know, she is richer than Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump won't be the richest anymore. She needs to hurry up and come back.
Which is really scary. Okay, now I have heard, and I've heard this, that Sutton is actually, that she has money, but she's not richer than Lisa Vanderpump yet.
You heard that? Why did I think different? Didn't we hear she was uber rich?
We always knew that she was super wealthy, but I mean, it was just, I think the wealth displayed on the show, if you don't know money, you couldn't see the value in it and what she was portraying by wealth. So what she was doing is what I've seen a lot, and what I've seen a lot in social circles, it's where she just wears one designer. And when you wear one designer and you have the ability, I'm not denying she doesn't have money. I'm not saying that. She does have wealth, and her family doesn't come from her. The money she married into isn't the most prestigious kind of wealth, but there is wealth there with Sutton. Sorry, this is a little off topic, but I mean, she's got money, but she just is portraying it in a way to make it look like she has more, which is dangerous, which is very dangerous.
On that, you said, why one designer? Do you remember you said that?
Yeah.
You were appalled. One designer. It's nice, but why just one?
It's not haute couture Chanel. I mean, if it was all haute couture Chanel, I would think differently, because you're spending around six figures on an entire haute couture Chanel evening look. I mean, I know that personally because I've been fortunate enough to watch. I've been fortunate enough to have the option to purchase, but I mean.
Well, this is a strange question. Do you think Brandy Glanville will appear on Vanderpump Dogs?
Maybe as a dog.
So bad. We are so bad. That is so bad.
But not untrue. Not untrue.
This is going to be a snoozer, and I always want to support Lisa on everything, but I don't think I can do it. Can you do it?
No, not Vanderpump Dogs. No,
not the dogs. All right, let me go into some things that I've been hearing roaming around the internet that you may be interested in, because you love Wendy Williams, right?
Mm-hmm. I do. I really do. She was on The Masked Singer last night as the Red Lips. It was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I like the costume. It did make sense that she was the Red Lips. It made sense.
So, but we did a video a couple days ago about what people saw on Friday's episode, that they thought that she was relapsing perhaps. And then everyone went crazy. And then she came out that Monday and said, I'm human, guys. That was her excuse. Was that a way of admitting it? I'm like, what does that mean? I'm human. I'm only human. I sit in this chair. I'm human too. What do you expect? I don't know. What that meant.
Wendy. Okay. Last time on the last episode, I had a little glass of Veuve Clicquot. I'll be the first to admit that on last episode, but I was drinking it on camera. Wendy, brown liquor.
Wait, what did you see her with brown liquor?
I'm only assuming it's brown liquor.
It's bad. Okay, let me tell you what it is. These are the rumors going around, and let me tell you guys, this is pretty much very accurate. Okay, it's not brown liquor. She's an alcoholic, and her drug of choice is the C word that I can't say. The white powder. Okay, yeah. And that's what she's struggling with right now, right? But this is worse than I thought. People are saying that she had actually OD'd already, where they had to rush her to the hospital. Yeah, remember it was a couple months ago, and they said she had stopped doing her show, and they said that she needed something. No, the rumor is that she actually OD'd, and that it's getting really. Yeah, I know it's going to break your heart. That it's getting really.
I love Wendy.
I know.
This is so bad. This is bad. This is really bad. And I'm not
Let
going
me
to even
finish.
say,
It's bad.
yeah,
It's bad. And I don't want to break your heart because I know you love her. You really do. Um, the rumor is that when Kevin was with her, he kind of shielded her from a lot of stuff, made all the decisions, and kind of kept her away from other people. This could have been going on when she was with Kevin. The rumor is that he wanted to save his marriage. That's why he went to rehab with her the first time, or about a year and a half ago. I can't remember what it was, but do you guys remember they would show him walking in and out with her on rehab? But her condition got so bad, she left him no choice. He had to walk away. It was a save her or save me situation. The other rumor is the reason that her son's not talking to her is because of her addictions. He's giving her tough love. Yeah. And remember, we were talking about her being alone?
mm-hmm.
This is why her kid isn't with her. It's really, really bad. Another rumor going around is that, oh my God, this one's going to be bad. That she had been diagnosed with being in the early stages of dementia. Now, I don't know if you know this. If you are a heavy drinker and you're older, it can lead to that. Do you remember the movie star Rita Hayworth? This was way before you.
I do.
And that was what happened to Rita. And so when you're dealing with a person like that, you don't know if she's under the influence or if it's the early stages of dementia affecting her. That's what heavy drinking can do to some people. I was thinking, why isn't anyone helping her? The rumor is she really doesn't know how to be a good friend to people before all of these problems came on, and she's just not a good friend, and she pushes away people that are close to her. And I was thinking, where's her family? Well, the rumor is that her mom used to suffer from alcoholism. Yeah. It's bad. It's really bad. Also, I had to take notes here.
Yeah.
So listen, there's going to be a lot of things coming out about Wendy that are going to really shock you. I didn't want to give you everything in one video because it was just so much, and I didn't want to take up the whole hour talking about that. And I know you are really serious about liking Wendy Williams. So I'm going to be coming out periodically with new information. I'm going to follow the story really, really closely. What do you think about it so far?
I love Wendy. We all know this. She's the best at what she does in her prime, but watching this, we're looking at this and this is really sad. And if this is true, if these rumors are true, which unfortunately I am going to have to agree with them right now, that show was hard to watch. What she's going through is hard to watch.
I know. You're at a loss for, I know.
It's heartbreaking and it's at a loss of words because this is not, it does take courage to come up here and do what we do a report on this, and to report on this is really sad.
I know how much you love her. That's why I got to give it to you in doses. Are you shocked about the white powder that she's on, mixing it with alcohol?
That's really dangerous. That is really, really dangerous.
That's a bad combination. Yeah. And do you guys, you probably don't remember this because you were born like yesterday. You're really, really young. But when Rita Hayworth hers was alcohol-induced dementia too, and it was just it was hard to watch. Do you remember when they found her walking around at the airport? You probably don't remember this.
I've heard something. Yeah.
We don't want this to happen to Wendy, and without Kevin around, I'm worried for her. I'll put it that way.
I think if we're going to be honest, I think we have to look at Wendy and we have to say, you guys, there's a line we have to draw at some point for entertainment. And I think so Wendy is syndicated. We all know this, right? Wendy is syndicated. She can play on any network as long as the networks buy her show or pay the fees for the show. And it's on Fox right now. So for me, it's on Fox. And I think the producers, they need to complete the contract. They need to say, we'll pay you for this, and they need to outline they need to outline a plan. Like if it takes a
You're
drug
saying
test.
that like maybe a production company or the network needs to step in?
Yes, and we have to have drug test and alcohol test and a
Oh,
breathalyzer every day before you
oh,
walk onto set. Because at this
oh,
point, it's a liability for the networks too.
yeah.
Because people are paying for the advertisement space. So if they associate this with Wendy and drug usage, advertisements and advertisers don't want to be associated with that.
Well, you're actually right. That is a legit problem that we will conquer another day, because there's a much more to the story, and I don't want to lay it all on you at once because I know
Okay.
you really take it to heart. I just worry for her, and there's no one. Everybody that's close to her at this point gains something financially. It's not like a true love there that I'm doing this because I love you.
I love you. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you need.
It's that one word, love.
Yeah,
She
it's
doesn't
pretty bad. Yeah, you were telling me something about Salt Lake City.
So we have taglines were released. I've seen the audition tapes right now on BravoTV.com. And also, this is the most important news. I got this also from talking to producers. They're casting for season 2, which means
already
the show's not even on the air yet. They're casting for season 2. So that means Bravo's predicting it to be a massive success, or they expect it to do well, but there's one lady, they're getting ready to axe one lady and bring on another one because she's going to be boring this season.
This plays into what you said. They're putting all their eggs in one basket. Do you remember you told me that?
Yeah. They're putting all their eggs on this show. This is serious. Like Bravo, I'm sorry, if you're a big Bravo.
Of the lady that's married to her grandpa.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, how did
Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby.
What did you think of it?
Jen is my favorite housewife. Jen, she's my queen. She's my legend. She's everything to me right now. Jen, oh my goodness. She's great. I love her. I can already tell her it's going to be my favorite. She's sassy. Mary Cosby, I don't get what she's going to come at. She was fighting with Jen, and she's saying this woman hates my guts. She's saying don't get ghetto, which I really hate that terminology. If you've been watching,
Who said that? Jen said that to Mary, or the other way around?
Mary said that to Jen, and then Jen said, "Don't forget you're black."
Oh no!
In the trailer.
Are you serious? This is good. This is good.
Yes.
I mean, every show needs a little racist, right? This is liven things up just a little bit.
Yes. I've sent you the taglines so we can discuss them. I can also look down over here because I do want to discuss them because.
You want to do it now? Let's do it now.
Yeah, let's do it now because, boy, there are some good taglines.
Don't forget you're black. I'm going to love that. That's crazy. Let's go over them right now. Okay, who is this? Who am I looking at?
Okay, right now you were looking at Heather Gay. She is a purebred Mormon girl. She says, I'm just like my pioneer ancestors trying to blaze a new trail. I really actually do like this one. I think this is very key because this is the first one. This is the first Housewives franchise that I truly feel is religion based.
Well, when you say she's a Mormon, are we talking about what's it called? Does she have more than
polygamous?
One? Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna come into the show a little bit later with another one.
Oh wow! Should I move on to the next?
Yes. Okay. This is my personal favorite, Jen. She is like, in this town, I'm Queen Bee and MVP. And the music that this is set to when we turn on our television screens.
Uh-huh. Is she Asian?
Yes, she is Pacific. She is Pacific Asian. Yes, she's a Pacific Islander.
Absolutely beautiful. Are all of these women rich?
Yes, this is finally we are rooting back. She said she spends $50,000 a month, and you know what? I can comfortably say this about her. She probably does.
Oh wow, Jen, I got to remember this. And this is your favorite.
This is my favorite. She said, "Don't forget you're black."
Oh, that's her.
That.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
To Mary Cosby.
Yeah. What? Don't forget you're black. That's crazy. Okay, who's this? Lisa Barlow.
This is Lisa Barlow. She says, when you take cheap shots, always expect a hangover. She owns a tequila business and she is a Mormon. And she said she got a lot of hate for owning a tequila business when Mormon. So this is someone I think she's a little, I can't tell about her. Who knows? I also feel the series is going to be centered around Heather Gay, but we will see how the show progresses.
Tequila means she's filthy rich. Everyone drinks tequila.
Yeah, I mean, she's no Patron, but she's good.
I'm going to label her the Bethany Frankel of the bunch, because they.
You know what? Yeah, she does actually look pretty similar to Bethany Frankel, actually, too.
Really?
Yeah, okay. If you look at the photo, yeah, she does look pretty similar.
She's really pretty, very pretty.
We're all gorgeous girls.
Do you have to be pretty to be a housewife?
I think it certainly helps. I mean,
who's the ugliest housewife? I don't think there's any ugly housewives. I really don't. All right, let's move on. Who's? Go ahead.
I love God, but I will read you like a scripture. Mary Cosby.
Oh my God.
You did marry your grandfather, so.
She married her grandfather, which was her mother's stepfather. I've read all up on this. Are you drinking the tea? This is
so
hot mess. What do you think? Do you think it's going to play over so well that, grandpa's, your husband? Why is grandpa your husband? Why is daddy your grandfather?
Jen also said, are you really going to side with Mary, who tucked her grandfather? I'm not saying the real word, but if you see the trailer.
No, really. Her son that she has with her grandfather. Is he /dad/grandpa? I'm confused.
Yeah. Is it great grandfather dad, or is it daddy great grandfather, or is it great or is it great daddy? Like, we've got so many things. How do you explain this to your child? So this is actually your grandpa. Yeah. Is this your so this is your great grandpa, but this is also your father.
Granddaddy. You are bad. I cannot wait to see the storyline because I've never seen or heard anything like it before. Like, what? And do you know, she clearly knew what she was doing because she had a first husband. So it wasn't like, she was tricked into this. No, she was a grown woman when she decided to have an affair with her grandfather.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Let's go on. One more. She's so pretty. Does she look like Kyle?
She actually looks a little prettier. Jealousy is a disease, so to which I say, get well soon. Meredith Marks. I like this tagline. I think all these taglines are superior. I'm in love.
Yeah. Jealousy is a disease. So she must think a lot of people envy her. It might be true. She's so pretty. Look at her. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And then next one. Who's this?
Whitney Rose. This Rose isn't scared to handle a little prick.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Prick can be taken as like a very derogatory term to describe like a man who's just disgusting. And then wait, which one of the husbands is not seen as polygamous? There's one. It's one of the brunette ones whose husband is where they're not together apparently. I think it's either Meredith or I think it's Meredith. I believe.
I thought there was no divorce in the Mormon religion. Unless there's different kind of Mormons, right?
There's also, but you can also be with other people too. So
this is interesting. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. Yeah. And Bravo needs this to be a hit. What if it's a flop? Is that the end of Bravo? Is that the end of Bravo?
Okay, we just got to talk about this for a second. Like, we all saw, thank goodness, Bravo was in a very different position 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I talk a lot about the Real Housewives of Washington, D.C. because that's what got me started into the Real Housewives, because I wanted to see what my parents were doing at night. I wanted to see when my parents attended the inauguration of 2005. I wanted to see
your parents went to the inauguration?
Yes, I have the blanket and the champagne glass.
Oh my God.
We get Christmas letters. Like my dad, my father, he's done very important stuff politically. So is everyone in my family. Like, it's a very powerful family that I come from. I'm not trying to brag or speak.
No.
But that's why I watched The Housewives, because I wanted to watch what happened. So to hear, Jersey came off of its blockbuster season in 2010. that first season of Jersey is some of the best reality television you'll get anywhere.
Is that prostitution whore season?
Yes. I'm engaged 19 times. But we've got, and then after that directly came DC. DC was, it didn't flop. It's because the FBI called the tapes. So if someone's doing something illegal this season, you better pray to God, bravo, because NBC might give you the snip, because this is all their eggs are in this basket.
Well, let me ask you this. Is polygamy, it's illegal, right? Because you have bigamy and polygamy. Are you allowed to marry more than one person? I think
there's, because there is separation between church and state in the United States. So because it's based on your religion, I think it could be done. There's some wacky laws. I'm not trying to
disrespect anybody and their religion, but I just don't think I could be a polygamist. Like, it's just too much. I couldn't do it. Could you do it? Like, okay, bye. He goes off with the other one. It's you guys' turn. It's for the night. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I can't. I don't think I could do it. I would feel like
I've got so much just why? Why are we doing this? Like, why are we messing with this again? Like,
it might be a big hit. Let's give it a try, because we've never seen anything like it before. It's like Sister Wives combined with the Housewives. It might be good.
I know, but also a lot of modern Mormons, they do condemn this. They don't, like, not all Mormons are like this. And there's difference in religion. So there's going to be a lot of storylines I've seen already. So I'm happy about that.
Wow. All right. You wanted to talk about, oh gosh, Vicki Gunvalson. Let's move her up.
I was conned. You were conned. I was conned. I'm not a con woman. I've never conned anybody in my life. I swear to God. You can't tell me. I collected a collage of Vicki Gunvalson moments, and I showed my father, and he said, "That's not a sane woman." And you know what I said? I agree with you. I agree with you.
Vicki is moving to, where did you say she was moving to?
She's moving to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. She bought a condo. She's her Orange County, Cote de Casa homes up for sale. She's getting ready to retire. She's getting ready to kick back, relax.
By herself, right? According to you. Why is she moving by herself?
Steve Lodge, she loves Steve Lodge. She's so happy to have him in his life. Well, she just unfollowed him. They both unfollowed each other within 24 hours of each other. So, do happy people unfollow each other on Instagram? Let me just ask you that question. Do happy people unfollow each other?
No, they totally broke up. There, I said it. They broke up. But he always seemed like he never was going to marry her. Was he around for the cameras?
She was like, when they signed up, you don't have to go on the show. Then they were like, well, if you're going to stay on the show, then we need you on here. And then no one cares. Vicki, I'm so sorry. Some people just don't want to marry you. You're crazy. No, Vicki, I loved you. I really did at some point in my life. I did love you.
When, Andrew? When?
First 2 seasons of Orange County, maybe.
This is so bad. Oh my God, listen. Vicki is in love with the camera. She's going to try to get back in the spotlight. There might be the Real Housewives of Mexico next. You never know.
They're doing, apparently her and Tamara did a road trip show, something like that. That they've already filmed. If this show actually comes to fruition, if this show goes on our television screens and is graced into our living rooms of Vicki and Tamara, I want at least one complaining to manager scene an episode. I want Vicki screaming at the top of her lungs. I just want it to be.
Well, we heard that those rumors are going around, right? That they spinoff.
I think Tamara herself actually admitted to this too.
Did she really? Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I've heard it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Will you watch a Vicki and Tamara spinoff? I might,
because if it's crazy enough, I will absolutely watch it.
Yeah, I might watch it. All right. And then the last thing, let's talk about Bethany Frankel pissed off at Tyra Banks.
Bethany Frankel, of course, has her brand new podcast, Just Be With Bethany. She's interviewing super successful people. like them or not, they are successful people. She has interviewed Hillary Clinton. If you don't like her, she
Oh
is
my gosh, she
successful.
had Hillary Clinton on there? So
Yes,
she's
if you
the real channel. Okay, wow.
yeah, like if you guys don't like Hillary Clinton, that's fine, but you cannot deny she was the first lady of the United
I
States.
said, wow, because she's not just doing like whoop it up, like she's doing real people. That's why I said,
Real
wow.
people. She's done Paris Hilton, Dana White. She's done Mark Cuban.
Oh,
And
wow.
she's booking these people herself. This is incredible. I mean, to see Bethany just truly succeed. She's talking. This podcast is not about housewives. This podcast is how to be successful in a business setting, which these housewives should listen to be honest. I swear
Well,
to
Mark
God.
Cuban had to be a great guest. Do you think he was? Did you watch it?
I did. I've seen every single episode of the podcast. I do love it.
I heard that they asked her to come back and she said no because she wanted to stick with the podcast. Did you hear that?
I did. And she said, you know what? Andy Cohen lined her up because there are a lot of people weren't agreeing to this podcast, actually. They were like, you're kind of a loose cannon. We don't know. So then she said, well, I'm just going to do it on my own. She's got enough money and she's launching seeds. I mean, Bethany, I was just watching the episode when she was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which was, she carried that season on her back for that 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And just watching that just made me realize Bethany, she's determined to be successful at everything. She came from nothing and has truly come up. So, but with this, now with what has happened with Tyra Banks said she's denouncing Real Housewives on Dancing with the Stars, which that's your bread and butter, girlfriend.
Yeah,
that is your bread and butter. That, because those Real Housewives, first of all, they're all paper thin. When you had Erica Jane on, she made it all the way to, I think she made it all the way to the end. I don't remember she's won. I don't really watch the show. I'm sorry. But Bethany said, does that include me? Because I'm successful. I'm not only known for Housewives. I'm Skinny Girl Margarita. I've got a podcast.
Yeah.
And she said, and just denouncing Tyra Banks. And you know what? I agree with her because Tyra Banks is a lousy host. Her modeling days are
I heard she sucks. Did you hear that? I heard she's terrible. Yeah.
She's a washed up model who is trying to monetize smizing for everything it's worth.
Tyra Banks a washed up model. Oh my God, Andrew. She is. She really
Am I saying anything untrue?
Yeah. Wow. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Listen, Perry wants me to bring him up. Let's see what he's talking about. Hi, Perry.
What's up, Andrew? And what's up, Sharrell?
What did you want to sound off on?
No. The only thing I just wanted to correct you guys on, or not correct you guys on, but Housewives of Salt Lake City, right? Somebody in the comments said polygamy is still illegal. That's why they call themselves sisters. I think it was Chantel N6 or something like that.
Oh, sorry.
Whether I know if it's true or not, I don't know, right? Yeah. But Mary Cosby.
Oh, God.
Now, I'm going to hit her for a second. I mean, because she's one of these big fish in this new thing that I'm going to enjoy next week when it come on. Now, she said she loved God.
Yeah.
Everything. Come on, she loved God. But the disclaimer is she loved money more.
More than God?
Huh? Well, I'm just saying. Now, I haven't seen the show from what I'm looking at.
Strong statement, Perry. Are you willing to stand by that?
Well, you know what? Let's give it to next weekend.
Are you saying that because she married Grandpa?
Well, yeah. I mean, she left her husband. Hey, you know what? I got to let you go. I'm going on to this guy got money. You don't. And I ain't got time with the choir. I need the money. You know what I'm saying?
Andrew, he's saying a powerful statement. Do you think that this was dating Grandpa was a money hungry move?
Well, she can wait for her inheritance.
Okay, let me ask you this, Sharrell. What would you think? Would you leave me for Grandpa? I hope not. And if you did, I'm gonna call you a money hungry.
Oh my God. Listen, it's an unusual, very strange move. Who does that? I mean, have we heard of this before?
A person that's in love with fame, money, and all that, that kind of person would do it. And I'm looking forward to seeing her next week.
Yes. We've got, I mean, this is everything all their eggs are in a basket with the show. They are hoping, because I mean, we all saw last night on Orange County, and let's be honest. I mean, no one saw anything on last night on Orange County. I didn't even watch that show live.
It's getting bad.
Sorry,
they need to cancel it.
the Sotheby's marquee auction sale was on last night. I had to follow that instead. God no.
That's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting, but remember, did you see Andrew's video last week when he was saying Bravo's losing money and they're putting all their eggs in this Salt Lake City basket? Is it a smart move, Perry?
You know what? I think it could be. Because think about it. Everywhere else, Atlanta, New York, OC, it doesn't matter. You get to have something different. Like right now, everybody just like go through and say, oh, the Mormon religion, this and that. They got their own opinions on what it's like. This is your first time actually getting to see what's going on in Utah.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out next week. And all these people who come out, I'm spending $50,000 a month, I'm doing this and that. They doing more than that, Andrew.
Yeah.
They cheating too. They are cheating too, and I know it. And we're gonna find out next week.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to Utah once. I did Park City, Utah for the skiing, and Salt Lake City, which, I mean, beautiful places to ski, but I prefer St. Moritz. But I mean, if the drama is half as good as how pretty the mountains are, it's going to be a great season.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I mean, I can't wait to watch
I
it.
know you don't want me to say this, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Step grandpa is not keeping Mary Cosby happy. So something else is going on. I'm telling you right now before we get into the show, and this is the first one. Why I'm so excited is I can watch it from day one. So I ain't got to go and just give you my last 2-week opinion or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know from what I've seen from the beginning.
Why do you think Grandpa's not pleasing Mary?
I mean, he probably on the cane or something, just walking around, just limping. You know what I'm saying? But what she wants is something different. She got that money and she wants some satisfaction, and she's getting it somewhere.
Oh my God! I don't even know with Terry.
We will find out.
They're marrying her grandpa. I'm sorry. No matter what way you can spin this, you can't be like, well, he really loves me. He's your grandfather. Crazy.
Okay. You know, and you know, there's a new meaning on sitting on his lap. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but now I have an even bigger question. What was he thinking when they were non-married? Like when they were like, okay, come on, Mary, we're just gonna go visit your grandpa.
Andrew, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he was thinking. He was like, look at that granddaughter.
Oh my God, Perry, stop. You have
he look at his wife and say, did you take your blood pressure medicine today?
You know what I feel sorry for? I feel bad for Mary's mother, because that's her daughter, and now you're with my dad. And so,
stepdad.
I mean, she raised that daughter.
Yeah.
Something went wrong somewhere. Okay, something went wrong somewhere. I don't know where it went wrong, but I'll be there to watch it next week from day one.
All right. Perry, did you want to comment on any other of the things that we talked about today? Will you be watching Vanderpump Dogs?
Vanderpump Dogs?
Yeah. Did you miss that? It's a spinoff.
I do not have that kind of fetish. So I can simply say I'm gone.
Oh, fetish?
No. I mean, I have dogs. Me and you have dogs. But what I'm saying is I don't. No. The love ain't that strong like that. I mean, but I can't watch a show just you grooming the dog.
Well,
I need somebody to get cursed out, backstab, something.
Yeah,
we need something.
Me and Andrew were thinking about starting a petition.
Yes, let everybody in the from here to Beverly Hills know that show cannot air. If that show airs, I will boycott Bravo. I will boycott Bravo.
You know what? I'm going to tie myself to the bed, Andrew. I might just tie myself to the bed.
He would boycott Bravo.
Yeah, I feel him.
But we love Lisa Vanderpump, Andrew.
No, I love Lisa Vanderpump.
do.
And, you know,
dogs.
She's a special woman. But I would tie myself to the bed. I ain't got time for the dogs.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I would rather. Dogs. I'd rather have to
stop because I can't breathe.
I would rather watch the last season of Vanderpump Rules over Vanderpump Dogs. Like, what are they going to call it?
I would rather be the pooper scooper that comes to your house once a week to pick up the poop. I'm just telling you, that's what I would rather do. I'm not watching that show.
Let's think about this.
Get back in the restaurant or the bar. I'm not watching.
Like, think about it. What are they going to even call the show? Because they can't call it Vanderpump Rules Dogs Edition. So what are they going to call it? Like Vanderbark? Barky Cafe? Like, what are they going to call it? It's going to be like,
okay, you are so funny.
No, I get you.
Gotta give it a chance because it's Lisa Vanderpump.
I am not watching Vanderbark. You're right, Andrew. I mean, I would not watch it. I'm telling you, take me back to the restaurant, to the bar with somebody getting naked, dancing across the bar or something. I am not watching no wild dog.
They're not wild. They're probably.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't got time for you to train a dog, bathe the dog. I ain't got time for none of that.
Oh my God, you guys are too much. You're giving me a headache. Like it hurts. I was laughing so hard. That's crazy. Whew. Okay. So what did you think about the Wendy Williams situation?
Huh?
Perry, what did you think about the Wendy Williams situation?
No, I mean, I think Wendy is very sad. Like she's a very sad person inside and got a lot of demons in her.
Ooh.
Right? And that's why she can't hold a friend.
Ooh.
She can't be a friend with nobody. She really, truly don't know how. People can say, well, why don't she? She don't know how. It's all about her. And then she will blame everybody. Will freak anybody. She will
freak anybody. I'm going to have to withdraw the question.
Okay.
You have to realize that Andrew really loves Wendy.
I get it. But you know what? Andrew's my friend. I got to be honest with him.
Yeah.
It's like hard now.
Do you see her getting any better?
Huh?
Do you see her getting any better?
No. She's not going to get any better because at this point in her age, if she was going to change, she would have changed already. She is who she is. And then you add the other chemicals and stuff involved. It makes it. Yeah.
That dementia, early stages of dementia is real. That's no joke. And drinking makes it bad. Should we take a couple questions, guys, before we head out?
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Do we want to talk about Orange County and what happened last night?
Yeah, let's do that really quick. Yeah.
Okay, let me all save you the trouble in watching the episode because I even had to watch cut down concise bits of it. So Shannon was calling Brady Bunch's kids' house.
Wait, stop. You just call Bronwyn's house Brady Bunch the Brady Bunch.
So many children, such a small house.
She had like 9 kids. Is it 9?
Are you talking about Gina's house or are you talking about Bronwyn's house? Or both of them? It's so many kids.
It's the one with all the kids and with all the bunk beds. I swear to God. But they've all been pumped so full of collagen and like so much Botox. The only one I can tell is by their hair color. Like they all look the dang same. And I'm so sorry. I'm just on a tangent today because it was bad. I mean,
you are bad.
Okay. Let me tell you, we had the Gina and Bronwyn fight. It was like, Gina, you're a slappy chihuahua, in that really annoying high-pitched voice, and then like threw a drink in her face. And it was like fights that only Orange County can give us.
Andrew, no, don't make it funny because I really can't breathe. It's so funny. Okay, what else happened?
Let me see here. Nothing else happened. If you guys wanted to watch something, I'll tell you what I was watching instead of Orange County. I was watching Sotheby's Marquee New York sale of Impressionist and modern art last night. That's what I was watching.
I mean, I do like, what's her name? Shannon Bedore. I mean, it's a little boring. Bravo, they're in a crisis and they know it.
Yeah. And that's going to be the most interesting thing that's going to happen this season. That's the most interesting thing that's going to happen this season.
It's bad. I mean, oh my God, guys. What do you think of Kelly Dodd really quickly? Perry, do you watch the show?
A little bit. I mean, like I said, that's why I'm looking forward to next week. Because you always talk about these shows. I've been watching like the last month and a half. So if it's a history, I really don't know. I can only tell you what my judgment is for the last month and a half.
Yeah. Let's take a couple calls and then we're out. It's already been, oh my gosh, we're running late.
40, yeah.
Hi, Carrie. Sound off really quickly.
Oh, hi, Sharrell. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you want to talk about?
I just want to give you a little bit of background information. Back in 1879, polygamy was banned. So under the U.S. Supreme Court, Reynolds versus United States.
So it's illegal.
And the First Amendment of religious liberties does not protect you. You cannot, that doesn't count. So they ruled that it wasn't unconstitutional to deny Mormons the right to have multiple wives.
Wow.
And then a little bit, what? I'm sorry?
Do you know any polygamists?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought maybe, I'm sorry. I thought maybe like you did. Go ahead.
No, I took constitutional law.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I know about the history of religions. So it's not, that was ruled out about 100 years ago. So modern day Mormons do not have multiple wives. What you see on TV is cults that are offshoots, and they're like on hidden compounds. But what's weird is they have some very weird views about African and African Americans. So they didn't use like, I didn't think, I'll have to look at it because there was no African Americans in the Mormon church.
Oh, so they're not used to them. We'll put it that way. They're not used to them, right?
I didn't think they could. I don't know if they believe that I don't want to say anything else because I'm not sure exactly. But
so you saying
no, they do not.
Carrie. So you saying they're not only freaks, but they're racist too?
I'm thinking that they didn't believe. I'll have to double check, Perry. Thank you, but I think they didn't believe. I think they believe that African and African Americans cannot be saved. I'll just have to look though. I'll do some fact checking.
They can't do what?
Be saved.
Be saved.
And so this is very,
this is bad.
so this is very new. Okay, and in my defense, Mormonism is very different than Christianity. That's a very much different offshoot from Protestantism and Catholicism.
Oh, God.
Actually, yes, I do want to talk about that.
This is crazy. Okay.
I do want to talk. Yeah, that's really interesting. Carrie, you brought up a great point. Thanks for bringing that up, actually. So the fact that we put these shows and like the fact that religion does not play into wealth is such a misconception, because if we want to be honest here, we've only had one Catholic president in the United States, which was John F. Kennedy. The rest have all been a version of Protestant. So it's just, that's a really good point, Carrie. The fact that like, even though there are more Catholics in this country, they still do not have as much power or granted authority. And that goes for the same for almost any religion, because Presbyterianism is the religion that really dominates in America. And if you do want to be successful.
I think Bravo's well aware of that, and they're well aware of what they're doing. They're trying to bring us craziness, entertainment. That's what I think. What do you guys think?
It's going to happen next week.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the girls already said, what did she say, Andrew? At least I'm not black.
Yeah, she's like, don't forget you're black, sweetie.
Yeah, and then one girl said, you know what? I might be rich, but I like D.
Oh,
she said prick. She said something. I'm telling you, this show is going to be on and popping next week, and I will be there. I might watch it twice.
Listen, Carrie, thank you so much for calling in and filling us in. I have a feeling you're right. I think I heard something about that too.
Mary's Pentecostal.
Mary's what?
Yeah, she's Pentecostal. She's Pentecostal. Yeah.
That's where I grew up.
Jen's awesome. Jen was Mormon, and now she converted to Islam.
What? Mm-hmm. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is so different. Yeah. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate the call.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye. This show is going to be crazy. It really is. Hi, Dee. How are you?
Hi again. I'm good. I'm excited about, I'm really excited about Salt Lake. So where I live, we do have a large Mormon community.
Do you live in Utah?
No, I don't. I live in Montana. But we do have a large Mormon community. And so I'm really surprised that they're actually doing a show in Utah. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen, especially with that Mary, was it Cosby?
Don't forget the name. I mean.
But in regards to like the issue of racism,
And it sounds like they're going to confront that. It's going to be great. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's tricky. You'll have to Google the history of Mormonism, but they do allow Africans and African Americans to be part of the church. In fact, because they do go on missions a lot. Africa is one of the largest continents where they are actually gaining members. So yeah, but they did have a stipulation at some point where they thought that blackness was associated with sinfulness, and right. So if you were sinful, then as a curse, you were given dark skin. Of course, as times went on, they realized, well, that's not going to work because, we need to go and go on our missions. And
okay, so Dee, what you're saying is they thought being black was a curse, but they can send the blacks on a mission.
Correct. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's changed.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's changed. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this. Because, in Mormonism, you can't drink. You can't, there's a certain lifestyle.
But the girl who dated her grandpa, is she Mormon?
No, she's Pentecostal.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Thank you, Dee, for calling in. I appreciate the call.
Sure. Bye, guys.
Bye.
One more, guys, and then we're out, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Buzz. Sound off.
Hey guys, thanks for pulling me into the chat. Love the show. Love each and every one of you guys. I want to talk about this Wendy Williams situation.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
This is so sad. And it's crazy because you don't want to believe it. You want to brush it off as a rumor. Like, honestly, when Nene was talking about she was on coke, I was like, whatever. I was like, first of all, I don't know if I want to believe it. And then second, what was you doing with her? You know how you have all those thoughts in your head initially. But the more you keep hearing it, and then it's people that I believe really cared about her. Like DJ Booth, I really feel like he cared about her. And everybody's like, well, he's speaking out now. Yeah, it kind of looks like he's being bitter. But if you think about it, he wasn't saying anything until after Friday's episode. And I think he said something because he's like, man, somebody got to say something because that was the worst he's ever been on live TV. So maybe
I heard that too. I heard that he really cared about her and that he was really good to have around her and that he was a good guy. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. And then it was so funny because I don't like how people were like, oh, she seems so thirsty for him. If you watch them on the show, she's always talking about him. Yes, she was. But if you would go on his Instagram, she would be all in his stories and everything. So he really liked having her around just as much. And I feel like he is a little hurt and bitter, but also I believe he spoke up because he is concerned. Like I said, everybody thought she was bad off on Friday. And he never said anything till after Friday.
Yeah. I don't even think he said that much. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't bad. It was like, it's gonna get bad or this isn't good. Something like that. Something like it's not good or something like that.
And I just feel bad because it's a lot going on. She's lonely. She's depressed. She has a lot of medical issues on top of she's indulgent. That's a bad combination. Mental health, physical health, and drug addiction.
I feel like the stage we're at now is we have to pray for Wendy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Buzz, for calling. I appreciate the call.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Last call, and then we're done. Hi, Casey. Can you sound off really quickly?
I just wanted to ask you, Sharrell, what's your zodiac sign?
My zodiac sign?
Yes.
Are
you a Virgo?
Why are you asking me this?
Because I'm curious because of your characteristics.
If I do that, then people know my birthday, and you think they're doxing me already.
Oh, I didn't know they doxed you, but not your exact birthday, just like your sign.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
trying
okay.
to save up. Look, how bad is it, Terry? Tell them how bad it is.
Yeah,
So
you got your address, your son's name, your dog's name, or whatever. Last thing
I
you
can put my phone number on the internet. I get like 100 calls. It's not like I'm trying to
okay.
be private again. It's so bad. It's real. Did you hear
I
about that
get
answer that he doxed me? Did you hear that? And like my phone started ringing like at 4 a.m. all night long. It was crazy. I can't.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm into astrology, so I'm just curious as a fan of the show, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I
Thank
got
you.
you.
Really quickly, did you have a statement? Did you feel bad for Wendy?
Wendy who? From
Williams.
Potomac? Absolutely not. I'm tired of her and she needs to go.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with that. Williams. Wendy
Oh,
Williams.
he hung up.
Wendy
Okay.
Williams. Oh,
Okay, guys, we tried to keep it in under an hour, and it's 5 minutes till. So we did. I was trying to do 40 minutes. It was
I
a
got you.
great show.
because I'm going live at 4:30, so I need some rest.
I know. Yeah, because you're going live soon too. Andrew, when you come to town, you bring the tea. I really appreciate it. I mean,
Thank you.
and it's always accurate. You've been telling me for months about Orange County. I mean, it's been amazing. You bring really good tea, and I appreciate it. Perry, you have very good thoughts.
Well, I know this. I know this.
Okay, you guys, I wanted to thank everyone for the super chat. You really don't have to give, but you do. So I really do appreciate it, and you guys supporting the channel. Also, I want to thank everyone in the chat for coming in last minute. Everyone always asks me, can I give an hour to 2 hour warning? But I never know when Andrew's ready to go on because his schedule's so busy. So I take him whenever I can get him. So thank you for coming on today, Andrew. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew.
And your cat. Look at he's playing around. He's so cute.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cute. All right, you guys. On 3, let's say bye to everyone. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.